Hey guys, so this is going to be a video about how to inspect a simple room, the process, the things to look out for, and the best way to do it so that you reduce the amount of things that you could possibly miss. First thing you're going to do when you come into any new room, you just take a picture of an overview. So that way when you're building your report, you can just know exactly where the next few comments are going to be. Take your overview, plug that in your report. Next thing we're going to do is check the door. We're going to make sure that there's no damage on the door, that it doesn't rub at the top, the jambs, the floor. Go ahead and close it, making sure that it latches properly and that there's no strike plate adjustment needed at the door. Also, not a bad time to look for any door stops that might be missing at the hinges or the baseboard, because a lot of times you'll see right where it hits the wall, you got a little damage. And we do have some right here, so we're going to notate that in the report, take a picture of it. Next thing I do is I grab my outlet tester and my flashlight. So I just start at the door and I work my way down the walls. I hug the right hand wall and I check every outlet I come upon, every door, every window I come upon, and I just do a whole lap around the room, constantly shining my light down the walls, looking for signs of damage, moisture, previous repairs, and so forth. So we're just gonna be checking the closet doors as well. These have the ball latches at the top and this one's not engaging. So we're gonna comment on that. Gonna look up at the top of the closet. Just making sure that there's no current damage or leak stains from the attic. And we're just gonna follow this wall right here. And I just hug the whole right hand wall, looking up at the top of the ceiling. I like to operate my light fixture and have my fan spinning so that I can make sure that the fan is not wobbling. Right here we can see we're actually missing a light fixture, so we're going to go ahead and call that out for our report. And then any accessible outlet that you can get to, you definitely want to test. Verifying proper wiring. If it's not proper wiring, just go ahead and take a picture of that. If there are sections of wall that we can't get to, we're going to take a picture of that, just saying that the walls were obstructed by stored items. We're going to put that in the report. In this case, this couch is actually blocking the attic cubby hole behind here, so that's actually part of the attic that we can't get to. So we're either going to mention that we can't get to it, or if the seller's currently home, we can ask them permission to move the couch, as long as nothing's going to get damaged, or ask them if they'll move the couch for us so that we can access this part of the attic. Very important to cover ourselves and make sure that we call out anything that we can't get to or can't see. Very important. So now we're getting to our window. We're going to go ahead and open up our shutters. You'll look for cloudiness on the windows. A lot of times it just gets dirty and it looks like it's cloudy, but it's not actually. So this one has just got some dirt on it, not actually a cloudy window. And then we just want to operate it and test it for smooth functioning. And I like to test the latch, the tilt features as well when I can. Just make sure that that functions properly. Make sure it locks okay as well. I look for signs of thermal cracking around it. If I see any thermal cracks from the heating expansion from the sun, I'll go ahead and notate that in my report as well. I look for signs of water damage or water intrusion at the base of it where it might be leaking in. And I just make sure there's no cracked panes, anything like that. No damaged hardware. And then you just keep going down your wall and keep looking for more damage, loose outlets, improperly wired outlets, damaged walls from previous repair signs. Pretty simple. I also want to look for the carpet or the floor. It may not be carpet, it could be LVP or linoleum or tile. Look for the condition of it, make sure the carpet's not loose or baggy. That could be a tripping hazard to older people who drag their feet. If it's tile, just want to make sure there's no cracked tiles and no damaged flooring or improperly installed flooring. I'll call out if the baseboard is missing the quarter round trim. I'll call that out if there are gaps between the baseboard and the floor covering. I'll go ahead and mention that in my report as well.